I'm Nate Bilgeray here with another edition of course, your Gators Spotlight Series. And today, we have a very special guest joining the show, Kelly Altman, assistant coach for Gators soccer here at UF. So Kelly, first I want to ask you how you're doing today, and just thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Special, I don't know if about special, I'm just an assistant soccer coach, but things are good. We're in the middle of our spring season, girls are working hard.
Good. Well, assistant soccer coach, and you've been in the business for a very long time. You said you had 16 years of coaching experience?
So I'm starting year 19, which doesn't make me better than anybody, just makes me old, is what it makes me. Yeah, so 16 years on the men's side. I joined UF 3 years ago. I took my first role was an analyst role, so I got paid to watch soccer, man. It was the best job ever. But again, I wanted to kind of itch. I still wanted to coach, so I wanted to get into it. So my head coach is awesome. She kind of knew of my dreams and aspirations. So was lucky enough that an opportunity opened up here, and I didn't have to leave. No one ever wants to leave the University of Florida.
No,
I'll tell you that.
UF is, I mean, it's great to be a Florida Gator, as they say.
Oh,
right?
It's great to be a Florida Gator. Are you kidding me?
Hey, so I was looking, and I saw that throughout your 19-year career, you kind of have winning following you wherever you go. I saw a little statistic. You have a 70% win rate as a head coach throughout your career. So I just wanted to ask you, 19 years in the business, what do you think is the most important character trait or quality when it comes to a winning team? How do you build that?
I mean, it has to be culture, and I'll be real quick. I've never scored a goal for any one of those 19 years. So again, it's, you could put all the sessions together, you can run all the laps. Sometimes it doesn't mean anything. So one thing we always committed to do is bringing in the right people that fit the right program. Sure. But we're massive in culture. You have to be massive in culture. And if you don't get the culture piece right, I don't care what your talent level is, you can't have success. Yeah. So I think every single program I've been to, and again, I've been an assistant for a lot of very, very accomplished, profound head coaches, and they've established this culture in this program long before I joined it. So a lot of credit goes to those head coaches. Coach Bohan being one of them. When she first got here a couple years ago, the biggest priority was to create a good culture, obviously, and then we started to bring in very talented individuals, and then we kind of went from there. And so, again, without culture, you might as well not even do sport, let's be honest. So
culture is sports, right? You can't win without that camaraderie we were talking about before the interview. And, the culture surrounding this team, obviously the goal is winning. But I just would love to know, in your mind, if you could find a word to describe that culture of the team that you're currently with, and then give me an explanation for it. What would it be and why?
I think one word, I mean, the first thing that kind of comes to my head, I'd have to just say intense. Everything the girls do in the classroom, they're very focused. They came to the University of Florida to kind of do everything they wanted to do, but kind of win trophies and get your college education. But the way they approach academics, the way they approach regeneration, the way they approach practices, games, like it has this different level of urgency and energy and intensity to it, which obviously just keeps me young and makes me happy. But it's a wonderful group of girls, unbelievable staff. But again, commitment, gritty, competitive. I could throw out 100 vernaculars, but again, at the end of the day, it's just these girls are intense. They love what they do, which makes me love what I do. And
and I mean, they're intense, they're gritty. The vernacular is, you could go on and on and on about the success of these girls.
I don't know if we have enough time for me to explain these ones, but
I don't know if people actually grasp how hard it is to attain success behind the scenes, and how hard it is to be a student athlete balancing, a class load, doing those two things at once. So how do you see, like, when you look at these girls and how they manage that, how exactly did they do that? Do these girls get stressed? Do they ever come to you with like, okay, I am drowning right now in work? Do you ever have to help these girls balance the schedules between the two? Is that ever an issue, or they go for it?
No, they go for it, for sure. I think for me, and times have changed, obviously, but I think one of the biggest kind of craziest things is, when I went to college, I kind of went to college to eat my lunch and play soccer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really invest in the academics as much as I would have, obviously, down the road. I was just a kid.
Exactly.
It was the Wild West. I went to college in South Texas 25 years ago. It was the Wild West, trust me.
Figuring it out.
But again, what these girls go through, I did it. I lived it. I did it. I don't know how I did it. And again, I kind of, to answer your question very vaguely, like, I don't know how they do it. What I will say is they are committed. They're very focused. So it's easy because, again, at the end of the day, someone told me this a long time ago. There's three kind of big components to college, right? You have your athletics, your academics, and your social. And you can't be good at all three. So if you invest in your social, maybe your academics or your soccer suffers a little bit. And so again, when these girls kind of come here on their recruiting process, Sorry, I got an alarm clock set.
Don't even apologize. He's a busy guy.
I'm not
Gators coach right
People
here.
call me. My phone's blowing up. Hold on, quick. Yeah. So how do they do it? Again, it takes a big level of commitment, big level of focus for these girls.
Yeah.
But again, how they do it, I mean, they're up early in the morning, they go to training, they're getting their nutrition, their fuel, they go to class, they go lift, they go class, they got homework, they got study hall, we got games, we got video. And that's across the board. I don't care. It's not just women's soccer, it's not just here at the University of Florida, but name your sport in college. This is a very competitive profession. These girls are super, super focused, very driven, very disciplined, very motivated. Like, that's kind of another word I would describe our girls. Our girls are very, very disciplined. You know, sometimes I'm not motivated most days. You know what I mean? Like, I think if I go to the gym 6 days a week or something, like, I get my motivation, maybe I'm at the gym, but discipline kind of gets me through, and I think that that could easily be said about these girls. They know what's ahead of them, they know what's required of them, the expectations, but again, they are unbelievable people first. You know, we have this kind of saying on our program, it's student, person, player, and my investment in them as people is far more important than I think the student, sorry, not student, but obviously the player piece. So, pretty good.
How exactly are you investing in them as people?
We do a ton of stuff, you know, behind the scenes that a lot of people would ever know. We do this stuff called student, person, player kind of forums, leadership stuff.
Okay.
But again, like anything in life, we kind of have a responsibility. We got to educate these girls to become leaders, to become grown-ups, to kind of go into society.
It's almost on and off.
It has to be, yeah. It is and all, but obviously it translates because, again, our investment in them as people, you hope that, look, college soccer is 4 years of your life, and you got the next 40, 50 years of your life to live. So it's a massive responsibility we have to kind of educate them as young women, you know. So again, we do these student, person, player stuff. You know, we do a lot of community outreach stuff through Pierre Banks here at the Hawkins Center. So again, it's not just soccer, it's not just school. It's everything. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's always everything at this everything school. Hey, so we're running out of time here, but I just wanted to ask you one more question because you've been playing soccer your whole life. Your dad played soccer. Your brothers play soccer.
Oh, yeah.
So you're in this soccer family. You talk about discipline and sticking with it for so long. You've been in this sport for so long. So
too long,
too long. How did growing up in a house like that and, you know, growing up in a soccer-oriented family kind of guide your path in life and get you to where you are?
Yeah, I think everything I've learned in life, I can obviously kind of connect back to the sport. And sports in general. Growing up, my brothers and I, we did everything. We wrestled, we did karate, you know, played baseball, played football. I was a kicker for the football team. So I don't know if I played football, but I was a kicker. You kind of understand.
Sport athlete right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, something like that, back in my prime. Yeah. But growing up was awesome. Like, my brothers are my best friends. My mom and dad are obviously close to my friends. My wife, you know, I got a really tight group and invest in family. But it was just fun. You know, you help each other out, kind of iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Used to, you know, brotherly beat each other up all the time. And it's kind of funny. My older brother is a super accomplished human being. Played Division I college soccer at Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. I played at a high level, Division III. My little brother was the best of all of us. So obviously, what happens is when you have two older brothers that drive you, motivate you, kick your butt, kind of situation, you don't. So he was drafted in the MLS. He captained Minnesota United, and then again he had to retire, and he decided to pursue medical school. And some older brother
decided to pursue
my older brother has a PhD from MIT and he runs a lab at Purdue University. So again, at the end of the day, it was fun growing up in a soccer house. But again, it was just we drove each other, we motivated each other. And at the end of the day, look, we had a ton of fun. Like we're boys. It was awesome.
Hey, it's fun. It's discipline, right? You can't live life without enjoyment, but you can't succeed without discipline. And if you find a way to balance the two,
for sure,
you get to where Mr. Kelly Altman is today, head coach or assistant coach of Gators soccer. Played college soccer in a family of pros, and you know, you were a pro today. I appreciate you coming out here short notice. You know, giving me the time of day, and I really enjoyed talking to you.
Had fun, man.
This is it's always fun with Mr. Altman, and as always, it's the Gator Spotlight Series for the Sports Lab. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for joining me.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate
See
you.
you guys. Go Gators.